Welcome, everyone. Welcome into Purple Lunar Rose Tarot and Astrology. Tonight, we are going to be doing the Twin Flame Current Energy Update for the month of June 2023. No astrology this month, guys. I definitely got the message from Spirit early this morning. Back to the basics. So we are just going to pull out the regular old spread we've been using for the last 2 years. We're going to check in with some masculine and feminine energies. I will, of course, look at the bridging energy, which means the spiritual lesson that you're currently learning at this moment. We will look at head, heart, and higher self space for both the masculine and the feminine. I will also pull messages from your person. And of course, we will end it with some guidance. I'm not real sure about any free readings yet at the end. It's been one heck of a day over here at PLR, guys, and I'm just definitely trying to listen. So this is what I was told to do today. So here we go. Guys, I do want to mention I am going to be out of town this weekend. We are going to have a live this weekend, a very special live. I hope all of you guys can join us. I am going to be at Sandra's in Missouri, getting to look at all her beautiful crystals. And again, I hope you guys can join us because we definitely have some fun stuff planned for that weekend. All right, let's get to it. So I've pulled out all the OG cards. Guys, I know that some of these you can't find on Amazon anymore. I'm not really sure why. I feel like some cards just find me. Do you guys ever feel that? Especially like the soulmate love messages. I was actually going to purchase the romance angels, which we all know, right? And these came up as a suggestion for me. And then, of course, when I went back to try to find them again, they were gone. So, yeah, I swear, I feel like cards just kind of find me. But I will tell you what each one of them are. And of course, if you do decide to purchase those, unfortunately, guys, I have to tell you, we did lose our Amazon affiliate links. Which just means that we didn't make enough sales and we'll have to try again in 6 months. But the links I will keep in the description box always, guys, just in case you decide you do want to purchase them for yourself. I do tell you guys what the cards mean for a reason. I want you guys to learn to read tarot for yourself so that you can see you have the same abilities, the same spiritual powers, right? We're all on the same collective journey, and you can definitely do the same things. Give me just one moment, guys. Just one moment. All right, guys. Sorry, my apologies. I had to give Spencer the boot. All right, here we go. So the Heal Yourself reading cards. And we're going to look at current energy, masculine, feminine, and I am going to use this for the bridging energy. All right, so we do have entrapment coming out for masculine energy. We have say what you mean coming out for feminine energy. Wow. Sexuality coming out for bridging energy. That's powerful. All right, on the bottom, we do have number 28, the love card. We are really learning what unconditional means, right? That's definitely going to be the month of June. All right, so entrapment. I am getting that masculine energy as like breaking karmic cycles. I've been feeling that for quite some time. But there is this feeling of, and let me know if the feminine energy feels this too, but I feel like there's this energy of almost like the masculine has more information than the feminine, which would be definitely very shocking, right? But it's almost like they have this unusual patience all of a sudden. It's pretty interesting. All right, so 34, it is number 7. So remember, we are ending that 7-year cycle and we have started the new cycle. So most likely masculine energies just got on board and realized that there needs to be a release of this karmic energy so that it's not taken into the new cycle. But entrapment does talk about being controlled, being kept almost, right? And the magician comes out. So I do sense some manipulation, some control. The world comes out. It's telling me delays and the devil card. So, ouch. Right? So I do feel like there is just kind of what I said, breaking away from a karmic energy, guys, does not have to be a person. For many of us on this specific journey, it is, right? For many divine feminines, we've already broken away from our karmic energy, and then we sat back and watched the masculine energy, continue with their karma. I think now it's like, because we've gotten to the 7-year cycle, it's this energy of this is no longer. It's almost like spirit won't allow it. I don't know about you guys, but tell me, has this been happening to you? If I want to do something that I know is a poor choice, like, I don't know, I want to have a beer, but not for like a social happy reason, right? Then it's like I almost can't drink it. It tastes bad. You know what I'm saying? So there's definitely this energy of like removing the nasty, the ugly, the shadow, the darkness, and it's like not allowed to take it wherever masculine energy is going. And masculine energy is clearly trying to break free and go somewhere, because they've already got that 3-month little sample, of the next 20 years. So it's like they know if they follow their purpose, right, then it's like that's what life could look like. So yeah. All right, so say what you mean. So feminine energy, I'm not really sure, is this you wanting to say something, or do you feel like the masculine is still not speaking up? And I feel like it could be the masculine still not speaking up, because I do get this energy like they know something we don't. And can you tell, like, it's clearly upsetting me. But yeah, like there's this weird energy, like they just have more information. Guys, there's this theory, and it's just a theory, and not many people talk about it, but there's this theory that the masculine manifested the feminine energy for assistance because they were struggling to do something. I mean, I don't know. One day, I always say, I'll sit down and talk to Jesus and ask him, but I got a pretty good feeling. I don't know. All right, let's see. Say what you mean. So the Lovers comes out. I think this is just confirmation. Give me confirmation. Tired of, is this, are we, does this, right? 7 of Coins. Yeah, patience, like tired of waiting. And the Empress. Yeah. Okay, so here's the bad part, feminine. I understand wanting the confirmation. You may even want someone to use the words twin flame. I wouldn't push it, but that's my own personal advice. I feel like spirit will show you when and where and what to say and what you need to say, if you need to say anything. But I'm getting this energy from the collective feminine that it's almost like if we can't sit down and talk about this, then I don't know how to be in this Empress energy. That's not true. If we can't sit down and talk about this, I don't know how to stay in this Empress energy. That's it, right? All right. Let's look at sexuality. All right, so sexuality is pretty specific, okay? It says that you're either struggling to find the confidence in yourself, to see the worth in yourself. I know you guys all thought it was going to be about sex, right? Sometimes, but not always. But it can also be are you confident with the person you're with? Are you attracted to the person that you're with? So if masculine energy is with this, right? I'm sorry. I felt spirit just smack me on the back of the head. Okay, so if it's if you're, that type of energy, I can understand, it doesn't matter how beautiful you are on the outside if you're just volatile on the inside, right? I know because I used to be that person. So just saying. But for the feminine, this could be about you. Are you confident about you? Do you see your own self-worth? Do you understand that you have this energy of the Empress 24/7, 365 days a year? Regardless. I mean, clearly, regardless, right? All right, let's look and see why it's coming out for bridging energy. All right, so we have Knight of Cups. It's like someone's not telling someone how they feel. For masculine energy, of course not, because they're with this, not happy energy. And for feminine energy, of course not, because you're not happy. So you're not telling yourself happy things. But that's what you're waiting for. Someone to come in and tell you something about feelings. Two of Wands. Two of Wands is expectations. It's been expectations for me since I started reading tarot. Like even before I was out here reading Twin Flame Current Energy for you guys. It is about traveling. Many twins are going to be traveling. Remember, this is bridging energy. So many of us are going to be traveling in the month of June. I actually have 2 trips back to back, guys. I don't know how this happened, but it's a little concerning. But just bear with me, guys. Bear with me. But yeah, I'm going to meet some subscribers. I'm going to do some adult things. And I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing. But I'm just listening. Spirit says go, I go, right? But Two of Wands is like you're waiting for something. You see how like she's trying to offer the world. She's got the world in her hand and she's trying to offer it to one side, but she's like she doesn't even see the other side. So a lot of times, Two of Wands, it's like something sneaks up on us. It doesn't really sneak up on us. It was there the whole time, but it's like we didn't see it because we had this expectation that it was just going to be this other thing. 10 of Wands comes out. 10 of Wands is like carrying heavy burdens on your shoulders. For masculine energy, I feel like this is some form of guilt. Like I immediately felt this like pit in my stomach type of feeling. Like, I don't know, like guilt. Like maybe I should have said something sooner, right? And for feminine energy, it's just like exhaustion. It's exhaustion. It's like this waiting for this thing when really it was supposed to be this other thing all along. All right. So now it's going to get interesting because I've pulled a bunch of oracle cards out. And I want to do like head, heart, and higher self space with different ones. So I'm going to start with the head space. And I am going to start feminine energy first. Feminine energy first. I know. You're like, what? Sorry. Remember, these readings are supposed to be for me. We are in this collective journey, collective energy, so they do help you. But I don't need to know what the masculine is doing. I need to know what the heck I'm supposed to be doing. All right, let's see. Headspace. All right, so past life relationship. Well, clearly we all know what I'm doing now, right? You have known each other before, so that's in the headspace. So let's pull some tarot. For the feminine energy, I am going to use the Modern Witches Tarot. I've just definitely been in this very witchy type of pissed off vibe today. I don't know. All right, so feminines. Ooh, I see that 4 of Wands. Look at that. So for those of you on the journey, you know the 4 of Wands is the Union card. But it's about building a firm foundation. I think people see the Four of Wands and they're like, oh, I have union at snap of a finger. No, that card says it takes a lot of work. A lot of work. All right, so headspace for the feminine energy. Past life relationship. So clearly the twin is on the mind. Again, with the Two of Wands, feminine. The Death card. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, of course. And then the Six of Pentacles coming out. How interesting. I feel like you're fixing to get some assistance. Oh, I know what it is. I love the live tarot. I love when I have like these. Okay. So feminine, you've been having this energy that you were going to have to assist masculine energy in some way. June is the month. And that's why this energy has been building, right? We're already at June 5th. I feel like, again, expectations with Two of Wands, but it's like, this is more about waiting now, because Two of Wands is about being patient. It is about waiting. You may actually even have to travel somewhere. But it is because there's a completion. And here's how I know it's not an out on the masculine side, because the Six of Pentacles is here and it immediately told me this is feminine assisting. Now, how that is, I have no idea. I mean, is it with money? I mean, it's possible, but like, I doubt it. Masculine energy is stepping into their power and they're like, wallets are full. So I'm not sensing, I like, guys, here's something else really. If you're in a relationship with someone that you think is your masculine twin flame and he's asking you for money all the time right now, that's not your twin flame. Love you. Okay. All right. Let's look at the heart space. The heart space. So for heart space, I'm going to use the power of love. Masculine energy is in the energy of gifting. Powerfully gifting. All right, let's see. In the heart space for the feminine, remember, we've been having a lot of telepathy in the heart. Well, I mean, it's always in the heart space, but we've been having some strong communication back and forth. So it's very possible this is going to be messages coming from masculine, but let's see what comes out. Heart space. We have creativity. You love to devise new ideas, innovations, and forms of illumination. I feel like that's definitely divine feminine. Spontaneity, there's your divine masculine. You move beyond the constraints of the mind and freely and lovingly embrace new situations. In the heart space in June, I feel like we're going to be more focused on purpose, which we do use our creativity for. I always say that Spirit gives us whatever we're creative in, right? Like Rachel sings, some of us, some of you guys draw, some of you guys are, we're all doing something. Everybody has something that I like to read tarot. I can't draw, but I can put like some really pretty digital pictures together, right? You know what I'm saying? But like, it's like we use our creativity to follow our purpose. So it's coming out in the heart space. So I feel like this is big because we have definitely been getting these energies of communication through the heart space. So I do still sense the communication from the masculine, but I feel like in the heart space, feminine is very focused on the purpose. Thank goodness. This is going to mean that you're going to feel of service. The month of June, you're going to feel of service. Like you want to help people. You want to do things. What can you do? How can you help the most effective way, right? All right, so we have Seven of Pentacles coming back out. I don't know about you guys, but I got all that Aries. I am so impatient. So impatient. All right, Wheel of Fortune coming out. It's that Jupiter energy, some Sagittarius energy there, and the World coming out again. I feel like we finally get a move on. So remember we had the delay with the World card back here. Do you guys remember? Where was it? I've lost it in the massive mess. But I do feel like there is this energy with the World last time. It was a delay, and now this is more about a completion. Like you're finally able to start the new cycle. You've completed the old cycle and finally started making movement towards the new cycle. Seven of Pentacles is about being patient. But here's the thing, feminines. Being patient, you can't just like sit and wait, right? If you're not just like, I don't just sit here and I don't know, like, oh, I'm going to wait to see what I should be doing for PLR on that day, right? Like, no, we plan weeks ahead, right? Like, you have to take action, prepare yourself for what it is that you're wanting to come in so that when it does come in, right, you're aligned and you're ready. That's another big trick for manifestation that's been working for me. Hi, Pooja. Definitely very strongly where your feelings are important. It's not just thought. It's not just thought. Like, yeah, sitting here and daydreaming out my window for the last 4 months has definitely helped me manifest. But I mean, I've actually had to take action, right? I've had to take action towards these things that I want to come in. So it's like you take the action, you use your creativity, you follow your purpose, and then you have faith that the universe is going to bring you what's meant to be yours, right? All right, so let's look at higher self space. So higher self space, I am going to use Denise Lynn, Sacred Traveler. And remember, she says the Sacred Traveler is your higher self. So perfect for the job, right? Ooh, I've seen the Begin Now card. Yeah, I got this feeling that June is definitely going to be a month of service. So Valiant Courage flipped out. On the bottom, protected by angels. You are cherished by the angels. It's so true, guys. So true. Protected. Even when we don't realize that we're protected for some reason, right? Like I'm still pissed about that Amazon affiliate, but I'm sure that there's, Spirit's got a good reason. You know what I mean? Maybe I wasn't ready yet. Who knows? All right, Valiant Courage. So higher self, I feel like you could be getting some assistance is what I'm getting, feminines. It's almost like we're getting a little bit of, we could be getting some illumination. We just had that Sagittarius full moon. We're definitely still a little bit of that energy lingering. Just take action with passion. I feel like the higher self is going to show you in June. Feminines, this is about seeing something. This is about, remember we were talking about having like visible proof. I thought it was that we wanted the masculine to say something about the twin journey, but maybe it's just, we just want to see visible proof, something we can hold in our hand, right? And that would definitely cause us to start taking action with passion. So I feel like for a month of June, higher self, it's like you're going to see something. It makes you excited. We have Queen of Cups, so that is divine feminine. It is unconditional love. We have Two of Pentacles and Knight of Wands. I feel like Two of Pentacles is an energy of there was this lack. So clearly it's like something starts rolling in, right? And I feel like it's consistent, and that's going to be whatever this is. I mean, it can be money, it can be love. I mean, Pentacles can encompass anything, but it's like, you see the infinity sign, it's like it's going to be consistent. It's going to constantly keep going. And I think Knight of Wands is telling me that, because Knight of Wands is this card. It's the same card. I know this is an oracle and this is a tarot, but you see how it's the same card. Knight of Wands literally means take action with passion. It means the same thing. All right. Masculine energy next. Masculine energy next. starting out in the headspace with the masculine, please. Codependency. Ouch. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Ouch. All right. I mean, we all know that already. I feel like it's coming out in the headspace, though, because at least they're finally thinking about it. I think the masculine energy is like sensing, oh, this is an issue. Maybe I should take care of this issue. How many of you guys have masculine energies that have codependency with drugs and addictions and the booze, right? The booze is definitely the secret silent killer. The world card trying to come back out. I do feel like it's a completion. I feel like masculine energy is stepping up to the plate, and they're seeing it as an addiction that is affecting their life. And I think they're ready to remove it. Now, how quickly they can do that, I don't know. But I just want to say, in my lifetime, I have seen some badass masculine. So, I mean, I've seen, well, feminines too. But I mean, like, I've seen people, you know, just stop doing something. I used to think that, like, drugs, like, I would feel bad for people, and I would be like, oh, you know, the devil's got them, and they got no choice, right? Like, they can't break free. And then I met someone that taught me, like, that's false, right? Like, it's a choice and you choose every single day, you know what I mean? And I was like, oh, wow. So we can all choose what? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that like changes the game a little bit, right? So I do feel like masculine energy is like sensing, hey, this is an issue for me. It's bringing me down. It's causing me delays. It's keeping me from being able to look. The world card is not gonna not come out. You see that? It's like it's causing me delays. It's not letting me move forward. It's not letting me finish a cycle. It's like they're noticing maybe that the karma from 7-year cycle, like, yeah, you can release a karmic person, but are you releasing the karmic energy, right? Have the 5 of Swords and the Star. Yeah. 5 of Swords could definitely be negative thinking, but I feel like for the masculines, a lot of masculines, this is actual like disagreements. This is actual wars. It's actual words being said. But it's like it finally almost like it needs to happen so that they can purify. I mean, they may be telling themselves, like, I don't know, a lot of masculine energy can be hard on themselves, call themselves names. I mean, feminine energy does it too. What am I talking about? But I feel like masculine does it even more so. Feminine is more of a nurturing, caretaking energy. So it's kind of hard for us to continually be hard on ourselves, right? But like for masculine energy, I feel like they're that type of you know, they're the protectors, the fighters. So it's like it's easier for them to fight with themselves, right? So that's kind of the energy I'm getting there. So I do feel like in the headspace, there is this energy of if I want to move forward, if I want the life that I know I'm supposed to have, then I have to release the addiction. And I don't know about you guys, but like for me, I feel that, well, again, feminine energy, we're more nurture, like caretaker energy. So it's easy for us to like learn to take care of ourselves and heal and that kind of stuff than I think it is for masculine. But it's like when I finally decided that I was done with the whatever addiction I happened to be done with that day, it was like easier, right? I don't want to say easy, but it was easier. I smoked cigarettes for like 30 something years of my life. I mean, since I was 11 years old, I'm 44. And I quit smoking cigarettes. I mean, what? You know what I mean? I used to drink. I'm Cuban. I don't know if you guys have ever met a Cuban, but we like to have our alcohol. And I've definitely like chilled out with the drinking, right? So it's like, it's almost like you get to this point like where you're just ready. And I think that's what's happening in the headspace here for masculine. All right, let's look at the heart space. I do feel like very focused on the purpose, just like feminine. We may get a bottom of the deck energy from feminine, but let's see. Look at that. You guys see that? Could you see me shuffling? Is the camera up too high? Dang it. And the purpose card comes out. What did I say? I should have called June's purpose. Like, that's what we're doing. We are following the purpose. We're not focusing on anything else. And this is masculine. So we already seen that feminine is following the purpose. So now masculine's like, you know what? It's done with the games. It's time to get to work, right? It says you possess the determination and dedication to consciously demonstrate love. On the bottom, there's that feminine energy, compassion. You demonstrate the language of the heart by actively sharing and living love. Sharing and living love. You're supposed to be doing it by example, guys. Don't forget. All right. Let's see what's going on in the masculine's heart space, following their purpose. I just want to say, guys, you know how Pluto gave us that 3-month little period? I said no astrology. Oh, well. Well, you know how we got that 3-month little period where we got to like take a sneak peek, right? At like what was coming in. Yeah, I feel like masculine got to sneak peek what it would be like without the karmic baggage, what happens, how the universe provides when you follow your purpose, right? I feel like feminine energy already knows that. So the high priestess, big confirmation, right? It's about sitting at the veil. It says that the high priestess sits at the veil and it's like she has all the information. Spirit whispers everything she needs to know in her ear, right? It's about trusting your gut, trusting your intuition. And I do feel like masculine energy is getting on board. It's definitely time to start following purpose. I think it's because they realize that purpose, how's it go? Hey, I just want to say it's going to be the same for the masculine as we say it from the feminine. But you know how we always say it's about the purpose and not the person? And you know how it has that meaning for you inside? Guess what? It has that meaning for the masculine energy too. It's not about the person. It's about the purpose. All right, so we have the 7 of Pentacles coming out all day, every day. I feel like we're going to have to be super patient. May have to be patient for communication, but Ace of Swords can also be about understanding and clarity. I think it's about the seeds were planted, and now there's like an understanding, oh, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Not all this other nonsense that I was doing, right? Love it. All right, let's do higher self space for masculine, and then we'll get to those messages. And then we will close it out with some guidance. Hi, Miss Tina. Gemini girl. Washington. Diana. I forgot to ask if we have Sam. I'm glad we have Sam. All right, here we go. Higher self lesson for the month of June for your masculine energy. Look at that. Gates of triumph. Success expands in your life. And I just want to say, guys, normally I get this feeling that like we're standing and something's blocking the doorway. Look at that. Nothing's blocking the doorway. On the bottom, cleansing waters, purification activates vibrant life force. All right, here's the thing I want to say, feminines. There's this weird notion going around, and I've just been picking it up, and I've been trying not to like say anything because, you know, I don't want to like hurt anybody's feelings. But if all these messages are resonating with you, if you're watching your masculine awaken and follow purpose and do the things, step the back, right? Like give people some space here. There's definitely this energy of like bombarding, and I feel like this energy is just trying to one adjust, right, to what's happening, and also cleanse. Think about all the cleansing that they're having to go through, in such a short period of time, right? And again, I'm not knocking the feminine energy. I am the feminine energy. I went through the dark night of the soul. I went through the awakening. I promise you, it was just as painful for me as it was for you. But I also know that I didn't have energies bombarding me at that time. It was me and God. And it's time for masculine energy to be masculine energy and God, not masculine energy and God and the karmic and the feminine and everybody else. You see what I'm saying? Like this is cleansing time. So let's give space. Let's please not block the doorway, right? All right, let's pull some tarot. Higher self, gates of triumph. Look at that. Man, you guys, I'm getting the goosebumps. Okay, so Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is destiny, fate. Divine masculine is doing the things. I'm just saying, like, seeing the purpose, seeing the path. I mean, the path is so lit, so just bright, beautiful. And there's nothing blocking the door. This is clearly like the time where masculine energy is going to go through that doorway. And it is because they're following their purpose. Two of Swords is that energy of like stuck between a rock and a hard place. And then Three of Wands comes out. This masculine energy is unstuck. Guys, I've been doing these readings for 2 years. You've been on this journey with me. We're all in the boat. This is a first. This is a big, big first. All right. On the bottom is the Nine of Swords. I mean, I guess there could be some anxiety. I'm not really, I guess I kind of am picking it up a little bit over. Yeah, it's everywhere. But it could be more about like, how are you sleeping at night? I think that's the message. How are you sleeping? Okay, so before I do these readings, I cleanse my space. I burn my, look at this sage wand that Miss L sent me. I get the big stuff out for this particular reading, right? I light my candles. I have certain prayers. Karmic energy is pissed, right? So, I feel like a little advice here would be to cleanse as often as possible. Burn the sage all day, every day. Stay in unconditional love as much as possible. My ears just started ringing. And you'll be protected. But if you're in an energy where like karmic is third party, yeah. All right, so messages. And I was drawn to pull the soulmate love message oracle cards. This is twin flame, guys. Remember, we don't have a cat dog. We just have a cat or a dog. So it's like this is your twin flame, not your soulmate. You have a twin flame, a soulmate, and a karmic. You can have, several karmics if you want to. I don't recommend it. You can have several soulmates. I mean, some people do. I suggest just one lifetime. One is, pretty good. And then you only have one twin flame. You can't change your twin flame. I honestly just don't believe in like walk-ins or none of this kind of stuff. You don't have to like your twin flame. Most of us don't. It is because it's about the purpose and not the person, right? But I just love these messages, and I feel like they were called to me, and I do feel like a lot of times they hit home, right? They pull out those heartstrings.
So I'm going to pull some out. I'm going to start with masculine to feminine first. These could definitely be higher self messages. These could be messages of things they've already told you before. These could be things that they want to say, but for some reason feel like they can't. I love it. The sound of your laughter is like a drug to me. Well, hopefully they'll just listen to us laugh more often, right? All right, the next one. I love our deep conversations. They open up my mind. I feel like that's pretty collective for masculines because they're awakening. So they're asking a lot of questions, right? And guys, if you're masculine, ask questions, answer those questions to the best of your ability, right? In the most unconditional way possible, right? Just going to tell them what it is that you've learned. You may even could help assist in what books you learned it from, or, you know, whatever. Like, I think it's important that we understand that we are not the first twin flames. It used to not even be called twin flames. Like, I don't even know, probably going to be like a Western thing, made this up, right? But it's like, you know, it's called different labels, but this spiritual connection, this particular spiritual awakening journey is not new. So we're not the first ones, right? Like, it's been going on since the beginning of time. So remember, there's different types of spiritual awakenings. This just happens to be the twin flame spiritual awakening, right? I know how strong you are, yet I feel so protective over you. That is really an understatement right there. Remember earlier when I said that masculines were in the energy of gifting? For most of you, this has actually been like financial gifting. For some of you, this is love, openness. And then for others, it's been like, how do I say this? It's been like just showing their presence, I guess you could say. All right, let's look over feminine to masculine. Feminine to masculine. I don't know, feminines. If you're dating someone, be cautious of who you choose. I think it's just important that I don't even want to go there, but yeah, just be cautious. Be cautious. I feel like at this point in our journey, like the universe is not going to allow us to date someone that's not in alignment, that can't go with us in this journey, right? It's going to be someone who's also awakened, who maybe even knows what twin flames are, right? It's like you're almost impossible to have a relationship with anyone but someone like that, right? All right, feminine to masculine. There is only you in my mind and in my heart, so you guys must not be dating. I don't trust easily, but with you, I feel so safe and accepted. That's super simple and easy. I'm a letter person. Because of you, I feel more optimistic and full of life. So some of you could have recently received a letter or a message, and I know for several of you that is true. On the bottom, collective. I'm so grateful I met you. Are you sure that you are real? I love it. All right, let's pull guidance to close it out. I just seen the water card about accepting your emotions. So some of you could be feeling super emotional. I know I was this morning. I literally was until I did this reading, right? Like this whole day has been heavy. All right, so we're asking angels, ancestors, and spirit guides, and we must be getting ready to get something good because both my ears just caught fire. That or someone came in. Don't forget, guys, we are on Facebook and YouTube. And I will be over on Twitch, guys, on Wednesday night. All 12 signs is going to be Wednesday at noon this week, guys. Wednesday at noon. So make sure to join us. I do have that trip to Missouri leaving on Thursday. I'm so excited and so ready. So ready. All right, twin flames, collective energy guidance, angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. We have the Warrior card coming out. Be fearless and stand strong. Peacekeeper. Let go of the need to be right. Last one. Wise one. Grow within your current situation. All right, I'm going to look at the bottom of the deck. Winter. Take care of your needs. I feel like it is very possible for some of you asking a timing question. Winter can be very important to you. But I also feel like Spirit is saying here, this is a time for us to fight for us. This is a time for us to protect what's ours. I love that this is the next card, Guardian Angel. My feather sits in that box. You guys see, can you see it in there? You probably can't. But yeah, look, it just sits right there because I just know. I feel like this is a little bit of masculine, this is a little bit of feminine, and this is going to be a higher self here. But the warrior, be fearless and stand strong. I feel like masculine energy in May could have had a lot of this coming out of the darkness, stepping towards purpose. They've had like 3 months to do this, right? So they got this little bit of a sneak peek. But now things are kind of going back. Pluto is moving back into Capricorn. We have the rest of the year to go back to how things used to be and decide, do we want to change it? Do we want to go to those 3 months that we saw? And I feel like masculine energy is going to have to be fearless and stand strong as they move through that cycle. I feel like feminine energy, this is going to be your most important guidance here. Peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right, for Pete's sake. Guys, I'm talking to myself. I promise you. I so promise you. But yeah, let go of the need to be right. I'm going to try. I'm going to try a lot harder in the month of June. All right, wise one, grow within your current situation. I do feel like this is a time where we're learning. I feel like feminine energy has been wanting to do this I told you so energy to masculine, and that's a big no, right? It's karma. Don't do that. Then you're attaching yourself to their karma, or you're giving yourself new ugly karma. Like, don't do it, right? Peacekeeper, keep the peace. It doesn't matter who was right. It doesn't matter. And in the end, you weren't really right either. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, leave it be. And that's where you're growing. That's where the change is. Because before we were quick to say, hey, I told you so, right? All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that June 2023 update was helpful for you guys. I do appreciate you guys all coming in and hanging out with me as we went through it. Unfortunately, I'm told we are not going to offer free readings today. I love you guys so very much. I really just need to keep my energy intact. Tomorrow night, guys, tomorrow night is Tuesday night. We always do free readings on YouTube and Facebook on Tuesday nights. So please come over and join us tomorrow night. I will start that at 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time. And yes, guys, I love you guys. I'm always sending all of you abundant love and light on your journey. Have a good night.